So I'm going to take you back. We've been in this business for 14 years. We've been enjoying it for about 11. Okay. So we've had a lot of success here, but we've also had the bumps that everyone has had. I mean, there's a lot of people in here that have had similar stories, and it's always the defeat, and the ability to overcome that's going to define your life. And if you can do that, believe me, it's unlimited here. I've never seen anything like it. So I'm going to Tarantino this thing, because the good news is we're already succeeding here, and we're going to 10 times over the next couple of years here. And I'm speaking it right now. I'm speaking it right now because my wife, I told her, once we get to 1 million a year, you're all in with me, right? And she goes, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. We're doing this. We're doing this now. So I'm going to Tarantino this thing. I'm going to take you back just a little bit. I'm here to share my story, by the way. That's the main thing I've been asked to speak on. And, traveling as a corporate employee, traveling in Fortune 500 sales, I was always on the road. I was always watching my girls over Skype. Do you guys remember Skype? Like 15, 20 years ago. I mean, Skype was the thing. It was before Zooms. It was before everything. And I need the slide, actually. There we go. So this is what it kind of looked like. I mean, this is what my world was back then. Now they're getting ready to go into college, and I'm getting ready to put everything that I make into college here over the next few years, because we can't somehow control that process. So, but I've got my girls here. And so little Marin on the right, I was always Skyping in and talking to her, and Reese and Lainey. And, you think you have the world you think you got the bull by the horns in those moments, because I was sitting on a conference call with my sales team, and, you can tell when something's getting ready to go bad. You can tell if there's you're getting ready to have a major layoff. I was working with a pretty good company. I thought I'd always been on an upward trajectory until I wasn't, and that's always how it is. So at that moment, I can tell the call's going south, and I'm sitting there playing Candyland with my little Reese in the red shirt, because she loved to play Candyland, and I had to jump up off the floor and take the call off speaker so that my little girl would not hear her daddy get fired. And that is a moment that absolutely changed me. It absolutely stayed with me in this journey. It's absolutely fueled us to build and fueled us for something different. And there's always a moment for somebody. There's a moment for somebody when you just had that absolute disgust. Guys, this was closer to 20 years ago than it was to 10 years ago, okay? This has been a while. And this is the thing that hits me the most even still. And they're teenagers now. And you know how teenagers can be. But this is the moment right here. Unbelievable. And then there's my little Lainey. Because of the blessings that this industry has given me, I got to hear little Lainey's first words in my brother's pool, only about 15 miles away from here. Hi, Dada. That's what she said. Those were the first words she said. And I never would have had those moments if it wasn't for businesses, not like this, but not this cool. This business. I don't want to compare businesses, because this is at the zenith. This is at the apex. There's nothing like this. I mean, even all the small stuff that you want, we got the big stuff, the most important stuff, the product, the comp plan, the leadership, all the champions that are in here, all the stuff. But they even put on an event and have incredible people coming in. I mean, it's just incredible. We found total time freedom in that season. We were the parents that everybody knew at school, the teachers, we were the ones always helping. I mean, we helped like every day. I mean, there was a lady that never smiled at school when she saw people, but she smiled at us. I mean, that's how much she saw us. Like, she knew we were there. So I'll tell you, and we were there for everything that was important. I can tell you that when I went into kidney failure and had to spend 6 months on dialysis, this industry saved me too. And I can't imagine going through any of that if it wasn't for opportunities like this. There's so many reasons to do this type of a business. So until 2019, things were good. But at that point, when you've heard so many stories of people that have lost their businesses and those types of things. I just kind of couldn't find my way. And I know a lot of guys. I was raised in a generation of men that want to provide and protect for their family. And when you can't, it just kills you. It just kills you when you can't find it. But we found it. We found it with LifeWave. And thank God. Thank the Lord for David Schmidt. Thank the Lord for Steve and Gina Merritt. Everybody that's had anything to do with us coming in, Barbs, Finns, Hosiers, all you guys, blessings. I mean, all you former guys that I've known for more than the last 10, 20 years. I mean, I love you, and I'm loving everybody that I'm meeting. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so cottonmouth right now, too, but that's okay. This business has grown twice as fast as anything we've ever done. If you'll just plug in, if you'll work the systems, if you'll just listen and hunt your leader. Your leaders want you to hunt them. They want you to call them. They want you plugging in. So if you do these things, you will find success. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, my friends. Too many people have gone dormant. We're not stem cells. You've gone dormant on your dreams. You're not stem cells. We have stem cells. We're made up of stem cells, but we're not supposed to always behave like stem cells. I mean, we can't be all the way out. You have to be in. You have to plug in and let this business take you somewhere. The fact is, people that can't be denied won't be denied. There's people that are always going to succeed, no matter what they do. They've got the attitude, they've got the grit, and in my opinion, they've been through the stuff on some level. And I'm not sure whose this is, but what's that? Hey, man. We're like this. All right. Thank you for that. All right, so listen. I only got another minute or so, but I just want to say that, they asked me to give a tip. And my tip would be, gosh, guys, I just changed it. First, let's just say this. Do this. Do this like it's the last thing you're ever going to entertain. I'm not going to take a look at this. I'm not going to entertain the guy that's probably in my inbox even as we speak saying, hey, I don't know if you're happy with what you're doing, but if you're not, like you get like 50 of those a stinking week. This is different. This is absolutely extraordinary. If you plug into this and you allow yourself to embrace this, it'll absolutely change your life. I promise you guys. It'll change your life. It's completely changed mine. It's completely changed our family. I just want to say, I had a couple things I wanted to say. There's some things that you're going to need to do more than once. You might need to build it more than once. For me, that's one of the hardest things when you put time into something. How many of you have ever built something up? I don't care what it is. You've built it and then you've lost it. You've built it and then you lost it. I don't care what it is. There's a lot of people that have done that. It's a lot harder than a layoff. So I try to empathize with people, and I'm not the best at empathizing with people, because I'm always like, you just gotta push through, and that does work. You just gotta push through. If you push through, you can do anything. Lastly, if you want swag in this business, that's my tip. If you want swag in this business, you just have to be consistent. Consistency brings it. And I'm talking like, we always talk about battery charge. You got to stay plugged in. But even more important than that, you got to stay above 80 to 90%. Because when people are hitting you up with all their objections or just being rude or not even answering back, if you're 90%, that's not going to take you off the path. You're going to be just fine with that. So guys, God bless you all. I'm so grateful. I hope